Hey everyone, welcome back to part 3 of our Naga Wanderer. I almost said Naga Venom Mage, but no, we're not playing that combo. Playing Naga Wanderer. We're worshipping Ellie. We've got Heal Other up now, so it's a pretty exciting time to be a Naga, because if we meet any, say, double-headed ogres that we can't walk away from, we can try to pacify them. Although I don't like our odds against a double-headed ogre. I don't know, we'll have to see. With some luck, we won't meet any. We are training Fighting Longblades Invocations to get our Ellie abilities stronger and stealth, because you always want more stealth when you got a +5 aptitude. Just before we get going, I'd like to share a really cool observation with you made by Tony Saylor. So if we head all the way back up to D1, where did we come in? Where's our entrance? Oh, here it is. Yeah, here's our entrance. So have a look at the mini-map there. Do you notice what this entrance fort is? It's a snake. Hey! Now, I quite often give the Crawl devs a bit of a hard time, but sometimes they go all out. So you have to give it to them for this one. They gave us a snake starting vault when we were playing a Naga. That's pretty good. Thanks, devs. And well spotted, Tony. Let's play Crawl. Yeah, they're not always the villains, right? Just most of the time. Right, because there are slaves walking around. I wondered why Doan was half dead already. Because slaves. That's why. I see. Okay, so the Wand of Random Effects is red. Because it can potentially shoot negative energy bolts, which Ellie wouldn't like. But you could technically use that. It's only if you... Oh, he's got a hand crossbow. Huh. We might steal that. How all in do we want to go on just going crazy? We might unironically use a hand crossbow. Let's pick up bolts for now. It doesn't hurt us to pick them up, and I can always change my mind, because we're not going to be training anything to extremely high level except our standard fighting armor, etc. Dodging, Lemaire. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll do a hand crossbow as well. It would help us fight whites, but for the moment we don't need to do that. There's no hurry. Although in situations like this where we can't damage them with poison, we may as well shoot crossbow as they approach. That is not what I wanted. I wanted a spectral longsword, not a spectral whatever that was, staff. Alright, we're going back up. Oh god, we're actually dying again. Okay. I should be checking. It's a +2 war axe. Yeah, you see how much damage those guys can do if they have highly enchanted weapons. I don't know, sometimes you're unlucky and they have a distortion sword or something like that. Onto D8. Stuff's all fine. Let's try to kill the Orc Warrior. He's just sitting there throwing tomahawks. I think we'll just go back upstairs because his tomahawks are actually killing us. So is this ant. I should probably be using the dagger of venom against him because he's susceptible to poison. We're actually dying to this ant. I do not... Hang on, we can spit poison. Oh, we're too hungry. Oh, okay, that makes sense why we're dying. My bad. So when you're starving, you get various malices to your attacks, including lower accuracy. So now I get why we're dying to the ant. That's my bad. We're still dying though. There we go. As I was saying before we started dying to the ant, monsters get their base damage. Oh, it's a centaur barding. How often does that happen? Playing a Naga, you find the centaur barding. Play a centaur, you find the Naga barding. You're playing a... I don't know what you'd call it. A Nagatar, and you find neither. Anyway, third time's the charm. Monsters get their regular base damage applied to their throwing. So in that case, because it's a fairly high damage enemy in the form of an Orc Warrior, his ranged attacks are going to hurt. There's a new brand weapon scroll which I think we'll hang on to. We're perfectly happy with a longsword of flaming right now, because in the short term it's really good against Hydras. I think we'll keep this one for when we get our, say, endgame weapon, whether that's a demon blade or a double sword. And we found a new scroll. Let's test that out. Magic mapping. Is there anything interesting on this floor? A little altar room over there. Some other random altars. Nothing too exciting. And we're going to try this amulet on. Amulet of Rage. Okay, I mean it's not that exciting, but maybe in a pinch we might go berserk. We may as well have it on because we don't have any other amulets. Here's an amnesia. I'm going to get rid of Shroud of Galubria. I learnt it by accident and I don't really want it. You're starving again. I wonder, should I learn some more spellcasting? I didn't care about spell hunger that much, although see how much hunger our spells cause? Not that that bothers me, but it's just more, do I want more magic points? Especially, we're up to 4 pips of piety now. As we start, oh, we got greater hunger healing. Is greater healing really only 2 magic points? That's crazy. Okay. Purification's 3, heal others 2. But as we get stronger with these abilities, we're going to want more and more magic points. But in saying that, we're going to get more magic points from training invocations. Yeah, so I'm not really worried. Whatevs. Okay. Prince Ribbit gets owned by poison. What's with all these sirens? Because he spends half his time just blinking away from you. I mean, he is a blink frog after all. So then he just dies over time. Potion of Mutation, Potion of Haste. We have 3 scrolls of brand weapon. How did that happen? Alright, well as soon as we find a good sword, we're just gonna roll a bunch of times for a lek. Or vamp even. Maybe that must have been a stack of 3. That's the only thing that makes sense. You can see that I've already kind of forgotten my poison spit. I used it in the early game. I don't know if this is just me, but then I stopped pretty soon after. This looks like a really good Song of Slaying time. It's probably not, because this whole room to our right is unknown, so never mind. Scratch that. But for fighting a whole bunch of these jellies and slimes at once, getting +1 slaying every time would have been pretty useful. A Ring of Ice. We're not going to walk around with that all the time, because we don't want to be vulnerable to fire, but it's nice to keep. If I can remove it, there it is. I've started just... Oh, that was a noise. I should not have read that, not on a stair. That was dangerous. I basically started carrying around all my RF and RC things until I find Volcano or Ice Cave. A glowing blowgun. Yeah, I couldn't really be bothered. We already have enough ways to poison things from range. And a jeweled dagger, which for 133 gold, I think I'm willing to roll the dice on. And there's a handy dandy identify scroll there for us to do. The thing is, I'm half tempted to wait, because floors that have one shop are more likely to have more. So I could hold our gold and see if there are more shops, but I don't know, I'm curious. Let's find out. A guts to know. +1 dagger of protection and strength -4. Okay, that's not real exciting. Considering how busted that could have been. That's a shame. Let's find out what our heal other odds are. That's heal others B. It's saying unknown command. Have I got caps lock on? No. A. Heal other is B. Unknown command. Or is it just because this glass might be considered in the way, so I don't have direct line of sight? Uninterested. Okay, so we basically can't. We can't heal other. The two-headed ogre. Our disintegration is only a 48% chance to work. So what I'd like to do is just close the door and hope that our stealth allows us to never go near him. Because that's really scary. We don't have any teleport scrolls, which is amazing as a Naga. It's something you really, really want because you can't walk away from things. Hey, there's our potion of curing on D9. Yeah, so for enemies like double-headed ogres, you really, really want to be able to teleport. Not to be though. Here's a ghost fort. He has a weapon of flaming. He is... There are more sirens. This is just a siren episode. Okay, so this is really, really scary. It's a bit of a troll ghost vault. It has all these simulacrum in it, so you'd want to have cold resistance. But if we put our ring of ice on, we'd be vulnerable to fire. And this ghost is a fire elementalist. Yep. What a sad fire elementalist. He's got the white draconian fire elementalist. The nightmare. I don't know, it's funny. You get newer players, because I often recommend for learning caster that you can try a Draconian Fire Elementalist. And it's not uncommon to have a new player really super worried that they might get a white Draconian and basically ruin their run. And I always tell them, don't worry about it, it's not a big deal. And it's unlikely anyway. Well, that poor person got it. Oh well. I'm thinking that we might move on. So it looks like we've done most of this floor. And I don't really want to go anywhere near the double-headed ogre. We'll do this bit down this way first. We'll just find another double-headed ogre down here. This is a glowing hunting sling. Do I care? I mean, maybe. +2 sling of flaming. I think I don't care. I just couldn't be bothered walking around and finding all the sling bullets. Here's a wand of Ice Blast. What are Nagas? They've got a 0 evocation skill. Okay, but I mean we could use that to blast the double-headed ogre. But I still just don't really want to fight it. Let's keep going. Alright, let's back up. Yeah, okay. Too late. He made a whole bunch of noise, so he probably just woke up everything nearby. Let's stick kind of near the stairs. Enchant armor. I feel fine about where our character is. I don't think we really need 1 extra AC right now. Death Yaks. Please let me back on the stairs. Did not happen. We need to go back up. 1 Death Yak is scary enough. We can't run from him. And we have no teleports. So that's a really, really sketchy lair entrance. Normally it's not a big deal because they're 10 speed, you're 10 speed, you just leave. But for us it is a huge deal. Can we potentially heal it? 57% chance. Okay, that's pretty good. I think with it already on top of us, our best odds, our best chance of surviving this, except maybe fear, but that's a bit of an overreaction, would be just to pacify it. And we won't have to fight it. Let's give that a go. The first one, the light of Elivillian fails to reach the Death Yak. Failed again. Okay, we failed 3 57s in a row. I'm going to die like this. 4 57s in a row. Oh, we got it on the fourth one. Okay, cool. Oh, why is the yak goring me? Please go away. Oh, because he was trying to go down the stairs. Okay, I thought the neutral monsters, when you pacify them, always go up. But it looks like they just go to whatever the nearest stair is. Alright, so we got there in the end. And when you pacify a monster, you get half of its experience that you would normally get. So it's not like you end up completely under-leveled. Although maybe you are slightly, if you use it all the time. God, I shouldn't say that. Please don't not use abilities because you're worried about experience. That's not a thing. How do I strike that from the record? I should be doing a really wide berth over this whole area. We are not equipped to fight Death Yaks. But there's Fana who's just noticed us. Well, let's first things first. Let's put our Ring of Ice on. Because he has Bolt of Cold as well as Ozakubo's Refrigeration. So we want to have some RC. And can we fight him? Maybe. We don't have much choice. We have no we have one teleport now. Well, that's good to know. Heal other, 8% chance to pacify. That's not really happening. Disintegration, only 16% chance as well. Okay, looks like we're going the poison route. Okay, he's going the Bolt of Cold route. One nice thing here is that... Oh, wait, we can cheese him. Okay, that's good. I was going to say, one nice thing is that if he blinks away, or if he summons a whole bunch of ice base and then steps behind them, we can still kill him through the damage over time, and because Poisonous Vapors is smite targeted. But we can cheese him a bit here. So he's poisoned and he's taking damage every turn, right? So we can shut this door. This is a trick. I don't think the devs want you to know this one, by the way. So any good will I just earned by praising the Snake for start is definitely about to go. We can shut this door. Fanar's going to use his turn to reopen it. Oh, please don't see me, Porcupine. And then as we're opening and closing the door, he's taking poison damage over time. Or at least that's the plan. Yep, there he is. Yep. So eventually, the Porcupine has finally noticed. Eventually, if he gets lucky, he can random energy, he can open the door and step in. But until he does that, I may as well keep doing this because we're getting free turns where he's taking damage. Although we're soon going to start dying to the Porcupine. And if I do any move to deal with the Porcupine, it's going to give Fanar a turn to step through the door. That's kind of annoying that this Porcupine had to turn up right now at this very moment. Can I just one turn heal other the Porcupine? It's probably a really high chance. 90% chance. Okay. Maybe if I do this, Fana will cast a spell rather than stepping through the door. Is that what happened? We got the Porcupine. Fana didn't step through. What did Fana do? Fana opened the door. Maybe he just got random energy the other way, so he didn't get a move. Okay, well, I'm not going to complain. Wait, heal other is not instant. No, so Fana should have stepped through. I don't know why he didn't. But anyway, we'll keep... Oh, he's no longer poisoned. Alright, so that puts an end to that. Let's poison him again then. And he chose to use a spell. Bad move. Okay, he's finally casting stuff. Okay, well that sort of ends our fun, because now the Ice Beast is going to step through the door. Oh, wow, this is new. Yeah, I saw this in the commits, but I didn't know what it meant. So, this is a really cool new UI change that's very recent, a few days ago maybe. If you examine a summon monster like this, it will show you who summoned it. It's going to be particularly useful in, say, Elf 3, where you've got a bunch of demonologists and you don't know which one summoned the fiend. Well, now you no longer have to guess because the game's going to show you. Naga Gaming. Yes, that's correct. Although it's making me think that Fana is pacified. There we go. So how do we deal with this? Probably we just keep using poisonous vapors on him. He decided to walk in. Bad move. Let's go our Dagger of Venom. I really don't want to die. Okay, if we get nailed for a whole bunch of damage, we've still got greater healing. Although I'm going to eat now because we're near starving. I don't want to just accidentally run out of hunger and not be able to use our greater healing when and if we need it. Okay. Well, let's walk away. He's sort of spamming us with the beasts here. What should I do? I don't really want to shoot myself with Ice Blast. It also won't do much damage because Fana has a robe of cold resistance and an uncursed ring of ice. He is going to tick out to the damage, but I just don't want to randomly die. So the Ice Beasts can both hit us, not for much, so only 5 physical damage and then 15 extra cold. But if those both hit and Fana hits us with a bolt of cold all in one turn, it would be potentially an embarrassing way to die. So I think I'm going to preemptively greater healing right now. Okay, that's a lot better. Alright, and he's pretty poisoned. So I think if I just walk away, he's going to tick out to it. There's the bolt of cold. Please just go down, Fana. Alright, let's hit him with... See, Ice Blast is partially irresistible, so this would hurt him a little bit, but it probably won't do much. I might be better off just continuing to walk away. Alright, there we go, we got him. Alright, that was scary. And I don't like how these monsters from the lair entrance fort are turning up, because that indicates that the Death Yaks might come. We're going to switch out of our plain starting robe into this plus 1 cold resistance robe from Fana. Yeah, we're going to keep equipping ourselves because that's just a plain rat. Let's drop our regular robe. Let's remember to take off or remove the ring of ice so we're not fire vulnerable. And then we've got a little bit of extra AC now with that robe. And I'm still really afraid of the Death Yaks. You know what we should do? We should go fight Crazy Youth now. We could steal his cloak because we still don't have one. Let me just... Okay, not too exciting. Where was Crazy Youth? Control O will show me. He was on D5. And there's some other ghost on D4, I think. D4. Alright, where's this ghost? Okay, there's a frog in there. The frog's not too scary. This has Mephitic Cloud. Hits for 6 damage, so it's not too scary. Alright, that's fine. We can fight that now. Yeah, his Mephitic doesn't bother us. We just reached 10 for our stealth. I wonder if we should keep going. Probably we should. Let's bring it up to, say, 14. Oh yeah, I just remembered. We have a whole bunch of vulnerability scrolls. Well, magic resistance doesn't help us with heal other to pacify stuff, but it definitely helps with using our hex wands. So that is a potential strategy against, say, the double-headed ogre we left on D9, I think. Let's go get Crazy Youth. We should just be able to... we can do the door trick on him, like we did with Fana. Question is, can I kill him with 1 poisonous vapors? Because you only get 1 go and then he'll be at the door. Or I could just use one of our 5 paralysis charges. 50% chance. Now let's have a go. We failed. Let's have another go. Alright, we got him. I just don't want to get hit with a quarterstaff of chaos even once, because that one attack can banish you to the abyss. And then we're going to go back to D10, where I'm half tempted just to skip the floor so we don't die to death yaks. There's another ring of ice. Also, here's a really, really, really nasty swamp worm vault. Yeah. I knew I shouldn't have messed with this vault. This vault is just absurd. Okay, so as you can see, they have hook shot, and it's just ridiculous. Not that we could ever run from it anyway, because we're a Naga. But it's just, you can imagine how this goes with so many swamp worms. You just try to run away, and you just constantly get hooked back in. I think this is going to warrant our only fierce scroll. It's probably better than the one teleportation scroll, because that could land us among all the death yaks. Why did I do that? I really should not have done that. What's our heal other % chance? Is it really high? Can we just pacify all the swamp worms? Maybe. No, it's too dangerous, I think. Well, I can fear as a last resort. Let's see if we can just pacify a bunch. It's 80% chance. Alright, we got one. This one's about to die. Can we get the other one? Alright, we got him. Our issue is that... Wait, this is smite targeted. Yeah, I don't know. This is really sketchy. We've got potions of magic, so we can always quaff magic to use more heals and more heal others. Alright, now that we've got a bunch of blocking neutral ones in front, we can do it. Did that? The harpoon shot from this one killed the neutral one. That's kind of mean. Let's get the one in the back. Oh god, we're actually gonna die. We've only got enough magic points for one more heal other, and there are still a lot of swamp worms in there. Do I just go... See, the problem is, even if I fierce scroll, they're gonna run away for a few turns, and I'm gonna run away for a few turns, but I'm not going to actually gain any ground, so they're just going to... They're just gonna catch up again anyway. How many magic potions do we have? 2. I think we major heal here. We dropped out of piety to major heal. Okay, do we have... We don't have heal wounds potions either. Okay. Well... This isn't good. I'm going to try one more heal other on the one that's up the top, and then we'll fear if this goes horribly wrong. Okay, it's going horribly wrong. Let's fear now. Okay, so we got those ones, but now we're in the same pickle. Oh no, the fear made the neutral one turn hostile again. Okay, I didn't realize that would happen. Oh, it made both. Damn it. Both neutral ones became hostile again when I read the fear. Alright, I did not expect that to happen. Okay, that's a pretty massive blunder. Because, yeah, 2 of those we had dealt with are now going to become enemies again. And our issue is, as I said, we are slow. So, as I try to walk away from them, they're going to unfear, and they're going to catch us again. Are they slow on land? I don't think so. No, it is fast. Are they actually fast at all times? Is this a new change? Speed 12. They move 120%. Okay, so they effectively move at speed 10, but they shoot faster. Alright, well that's great to know. And they can attack faster for up to 26 damage. Alright, what do? We might need to use our only teleportation scroll here and just hope we don't land near the Death Yaks, and if we do, then we're just dead. Man, this is such a mistake. I knew it too. Like, you couldn't see me, but when I decided to Poisonous Vapors that Swamp Worm, I was smiling because I know how stupid this fold is, and I did it anyway. I could have just walked away, but now it's too late. I do think we need to teleport. We're going to have a bunch of angry Swamp Worms coming after us. Other option would be to haste, our only haste, and try to run away. I don't know if that's good enough. Is it good enough? I don't know. I really want to hang on to my teleport scroll, but I mean, haste in some ways is more valuable than a teleport scroll because it lets us at least run from 10 speed enemies, right? Yeah, because we'll be moving at 0.7, so we can run from 10 speed enemies. I think I'm going to go the haste. Okay, and let's do this really slowly because the second any of these unfear, they can hook shot us back in. I'm half tempted to fog, but they're still all feared. Okay, let's just get out of here. Hope we don't meet a Death Yak on the way out here. Alright, we wipe our brow because that was super rough. Alright, so I should have known better. If you see this Swamp Worm Vault, don't mess with it. So, this thing was always kind of insane, but you used to be able to avoid it. So the way that it worked is that swamp worms used to be hidden in water until you got near them, and then they'd appear. So there's usually some sort of crappy item in this vault. I don't know, maybe it's the item's been improved now, but so you'd walk in to go get it, and suddenly they'd all pop out around you, ambush you, and then kill you. But once you knew that, you just never went in the vault ever again. But now with the crazy hookshot swamp worms, this thing is just nuts. You don't want anything to do with it. We're okay if we just fight the swamp worms one at a time from out here, because we can heal other them. We got one. Let's get the other. Alright, so we got both of those. But by the time that I realized that last time, we're already in a bad situation. Oh god, that's a two-headed ogre right next to us. How did that happen? That's not fair. Where did you come from? Why are you adjacent to me? You're gonna kill me. We're gonna die to a two-headed ogre who's immediately adjacent to us. Heal other. 30% chance. Oh, it's so unlikely. We've got one teleport scroll that could land us near the swamp worms, near the death yaks. It's all bad, basically. We could go with the play that I talked about before, where we could read a vulnerability and then try to paralyze it. I think I like that chance, considering that he's already right on top of us. So let's hope this works. Read vulnerability. Hope we don't lose half our HP in one go. Okay, he didn't even attack. That's good. Now, paralysis is 46% chance. So it's a bit better than our pacifier, but this could still go horribly wrong. He could two-shot us very comfortably. What's disintegration look like? 65% chance, and we'd have to land a few of them to work. So I think paralysis is the better play still. Oh god, we could die here. Oh god. Alright, let's pull out. Oh, we don't have big heals anymore. I forgot. Okay, I was thinking, oh, I should have slowed down. I'm still kind of frazzled by the whole swamp worm experience. Oh god. Alright. Well. Okay. I was thinking, if this doesn't work and we get hit, then we'll do a major healing and then we'll keep going. But of course, we're never going to get a major healing because we dropped out of piety for it. Okay, well here's my plan. So as long as we don't die in one more hit, which, could we? He can do 15 plus 20, that's 35 plus 2 giant clubs, which is another 40. Yeah, he can do 70 something damage. So we could die. It'd be unlikely, but it could happen. So let's say as long as we don't die in one more shot, we could ask for divine protection, which is not guaranteed by any stretch of the imagination, and then teleport. Or should I just do that now? I know you can't harm enemies when you're asking for divine protection, but I don't know if that extends to hexing them, or if it's only actually harming them. We're so gonna die to this double-headed ogre. I think I should have just teleported earlier in the beginning. Now it's too late. I think I just roll my last paralysis charge and hope we're lucky. I'm shutting my eyes right now. I got my eyes closed. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. This floor is a nightmare. We got Swamp Worm Vault. We've got double-headed ogres turning up adjacent to us. We've got Death Yaks over there. It's just an absolute nightmare. Do we just skip this floor? I think we're okay to at least finish off the silly swamp worms. Oh yeah, one other thing I could have done, which is too late now, but we have a Wonder Flame. So if we were shooting Wonder Flame at swamp worms, that makes steam and steam clouds. I didn't see them. See, we found some arrows. That's a great reward. Although, okay, so there's some better stuff here. There's a glowing short sword and some glowing plate armor. We're gonna test the glowing short sword. Vampiric. No, we're not gonna use that. Where are we? No, we're not. Where are we? Can't see it, but I'm sort of tilting my head in contemplation from side to side. It's not the worst. Vamp's not that great on a short blade because it's a multiplicative amount of damage. And short blades are low base damage, but it is pretty good when you're stabbing things because you heal a whole bunch. And we do have spectral weapon, which adds a lot of damage. Sort of depends on how enchanted that is, right? If it's a +9 vamp short sword, maybe. No, I just think our +5 longsword is better. This is probably one swamp worm. I'm gonna start fighting him. Okay, and if this goes horribly wrong, then we'll start killing him. Fighting goes to 7. Alright, let's go kobolds. One of them had something. Oh, that's curare. Okay, we should grab those. Oh, that hurt. I feel like we're about to die. He can bite for 26. How much damage does Harpoon Shot do? It does more damage if you hit things. Can do 2d13, so 26. We're okay. I'm gonna do an Ice Blast here, just to finish it off, and then also kill the porcupine. We killed the porcupine with a riposte. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna pick up the blowgun because there's a curare, and I know if I don't, Svankinson will be extremely angry, and he'll come and flame me. So we just got a whole assortment of different weapons here, some of which we can drop. The +4 whip, the mace of protection, the hand axe of freezing, the plain fashion, no biggie. Yeah, but still, that's still a bit of a motley assortment of things. I dropped the flaming sling. But still, we've got a blowgun, a dagger, venom, and a hand crossbow. Well, Cure is nice because it can allow us to slow an enemy and then Naga walk away from it. And I really don't know what to do about those death yaks. Do I just skip the floor and go do some of D11? D11's real scary, let me tell you. At this point in the game, we're starting to go to the floors where it's common to find ugly things and the like. But I mean death yaks against the Naga. Alright, I'm convinced. I can't think of anything on D11 that would be worse than us for a whole pack of death yaks at once. New book. Can we import it? Kind of. The Book of Misfortune. Well, it has confuse in it, and we do happen to have a bunch of hexes training. So we could get confusion for 12. 12% failure, and we could use that with our vulnerability scrolls if we get in another really bad situation. Is that legit or not? I don't know if that's terrible or super legit. Let's see, we've got a bunch of spell levels. I think that is legit. Let's hide both of these. We'll unhide, confuse. It's probably the only one of those that I want. I think so. What are Naga's transmutations aptitudes? Just out of curiosity. 0. Yeah. So one interesting thing with these transmutations we found, not statue form, but with Hydra form and Dragon form, they allow you to move at normal speed. So a Naga transmuter is actually maybe, well, I guess it depends on what you expect, but it's probably better than you expect because your forms make you lose your Naga slowness. So, I mean, we're not going to train Hydra form just to be able to 10 speed walk away from things. But if you're a transmuter, say for instance using spider form or ice form, you can then just get 10 speed. We are going to learn that confuse. So we now have a hex that is not real strong with only 5 hexes skill, which I don't know if you remember, but we got that when we killed the Moth of Wrath. But with vulnerability, it's probably okay. Not great, but okay. But do we never pick up the immolation? No, we have it. Okay. Looking at that, I wonder if we should up our charms a bit to get our spectral weapon to be a bit stronger. It's at 19% chance to fail. Yeah, I'm going to train our charms up to 5 as well. More spell power is better as well because it means your spectral weapon will do more damage. And I'm going to set our Longblade's skill target to be whatever our longsword is. 14. So I can hit S here and it will set skill target at 14. Cool. I saw ogre and I worried, but it's a regular ogre, that's okay. Oh boy. Please don't step on the alarm trap. The kobold walked around the alarm trap, which is amazing because I thought monsters just didn't care anymore. I mean, the Hell Monkey is just as loud as an alarm trap in some ways. We're back up to 4 pips of piety, so we've got greater healing again. Oh yeah, here's all the stuff coming. Alright, we're about to get super hungry against the Hungry Ghost. Okay, I feel like this actually helped us a little bit. The Hell Monkey bringing all these enemies here. That's a +3 ring of dexterity. Let's pick that up. We don't have a second ring that we're using at all times, so we may as well have the dex. If nothing else, it makes your attacks slightly more accurate. Here's a Hound Simulacrum. It's okay, we already have RC, so not too bothered. and I just realized that I probably need to go now. So that's going to be it for this episode. If you join me in the next one, I don't know what we're going to do, because in order to get into Lair, we're going to have to fight Death Yaks, and we're in Naga. So I don't know. But I'll see you back for that one. Bye.